Hey YouTube, I'm going to do a little video today. It's going to be a VR for Mr. Tolly. He wanted to see what hobbies we have. This is one of my hobbies I have in the wintertime. This is all stuff for tying flies. He wanted us to do a video if we have kids, something with our kids. The other hobby I have in the wintertime is snowshoeing. My little fellow loves getting out snowshoeing. But it's too cold today. We went on the weekend. I should have done videos of it, but as some of you know, I'm not big on taking videos when there's a big crowd around. But I should have. They are all asking me why I didn't have the camera, and I should have brought it with me. There was 26 of us on the trip. Anyway, I'm gonna get set up here and show you a little bit of how I tie. Now this here, I know that sunlight's hard to see everything. This is my materials. This is all my feathers and hairs in this toolbox. That there, I bought a bunch of hackle from a antique store that a gentleman had died, and his wife was selling everything. Now these feathers here, these were all sent to me from Jane All Zero when he butchered some of his pheasants. Really nice feathers. I appreciated it very much getting these. As you can see, that there's turkey feathers, and getting into some of my deer hair, my white calf tail, just natural deer hair, just all those goodies. I got quite a bit of stuff actually. It's a lot of stuff I don't need, and a lot of stuff I could use. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with tying this fly. I've got a video up of it. It's called my Canadian Bomber. I'm going to do a little unboxing here. I'd picked this up at Bass Pro Shop. My other vise was just a cheap vise that came with a starter kit, and I was ready to move on. This isn't a very expensive vise either. It's just a cheap vise, but it's better than the one I had. I'll get it set up and I'll show you a little bit on the action of it. Now the reason why I wanted this vise, I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money. I don't tie a whole lot. I tie for myself. I don't sell flies. I have given a few away. Usually the ones I give away are the ones that I've got tied nice. The ones that I screw up are the ones that I fish with. Now what I did there, that just loosens my my vise here, so that when you're trimming your deer hair, you can spin your hook around. There's other ones that hold your hook steady right in one spot and it turns perfect, but you're going to spend upwards of $100 or more for the vise, and for as much as I tie, it's not worth it for me. This vise here, like I said, was under $30. So let's get at it. There, I got my deer hair spun. Mr. Tolly, he'll know what I'm talking about. He used to tie flies, he told me. It looks ugly right now, but once I trim this down, it'll start getting prettier looking. I'll put my hackle on it and finish it off with a head. I can't remember if I congratulated you on the first video. I know I wrote and congratulated you on your 1,000 subs. That's quite an achievement. That's good. You should have more though. You do a lot of fine work. Your reloading series was great. I learned a lot off it, and your leather work is beautiful. I wish you lived closer. I'd have some sheaths for my axes made. Anyway, I'm gonna get this clipped up and I'll bring you back. Now here's the finished product. That fly actually looks uglier through the camera lens than it does with your own eyes. It's not the nicest fly I've ever tied, but it'll catch a fish. Doesn't matter how pretty they are for fish, they'll take them. This is my go-to fly for our river. I named this the Canadian Bomber. All it is white calf tail, red deer hair, white deer hair, red deer hair, and grizzly hackle, pin feather spun through it with olive thread on a number on a size 8 hook, a dry fly hook. Anyway, I live on, like I said, I live on the Rishabukto River. This is my go-to fly for trout on the Rishabukto. Miramichi now. If any of you have ever heard of the Miramichi River and he's from down south, I live about an hour away from Miramichi River. It's the best salmon fishing river in the world. Up there we'll use more green machines and shady ladies and stuff like that. I've never tried this on the Miramichi. It'd be worth a try someday, but it's hard to change from what works right. So anyway, congratulations again, Mr. Tolly. I hope you enjoyed. Anybody that isn't subscribed to him, go over and check him out. He's a real good guy. Anyway, have a good day, everybody.